Folks, my apologies first, but for every time in this video I say protect your ears, I mean to say protect your hearing. Protect your hearing. What up, YouTube? It's your return rider coming to you here today from Live Oak, Florida. For all you folks that's here for the first time, thanks for tuning in. For all you folks that's return viewers, appreciate you coming back. For all that subscribe to the channel, guys, appreciate your support. For you folks that haven't yet subscribed, it takes nothing off you to hit that subscribe button. Roll the intro.
Yeah, that's the feeling.
Been a while since I heard that flat six sing. Let the big iron settle down again. Got some highway rust here on my soul. Time to let that black top make me whole. Rich as a return rider, let the good times roll. Chasing after freedom down this never an asphalt road. Pointing this wing towards a distant horizon line. Yeah, this feeling's better than a bottle of aged wine. Yeah, better than a bottle of aged wine. Back in the saddle.
Yeah, guys, back in the saddle here, and like I said, we're coming from Live Oak. Now I have a pretty old filtration system for my house. This is the place that actually installed it. That system is now obsolete, so it's time for some maintenance. Now the maintenance I can do, but I did buy some parts from here some time back. They're all out of parts now, so yeah, I'm on my own, me and the internet. But anyway, folks, let's talk about it, man. I'm out on the 2019 Honda Goldwing Ruby today. I hate riding through gravel there, but let's get this content rolling here. Now, folks, as you can see from the title there, guys, we're going to be talking about something there that affects our hearing. They got some kind of fear going on here. Little town, guys, in this northern region of Florida here, west from me, Lake City. But yeah, folks, you know, I recently did a video there, man, and a lot of interesting comments in my video, but the comments that I thought was most interesting is comments from other videos I've watched from people that have done the Shark Road exhausts and have removed them. Wow, look at that car there, folks. Did you see that? Look, man, no doors. But yeah, folks that have made comments in other videos of folks that have removed the Shark Roads, and one of the comments that I've heard that I am going to address in this video, because it obviously had me curious enough to do my research to find out if these pipes that I install is causing damage to my hearing. Now, you know, we always talk about doing your due diligence on these videos, guys, and what I'm going to say, man, is do your research. This is not my professional opinion. Anything said on my channel, guys, is for entertainment purposes. I'm not an expert. But guys, with the information out there today, we can get any information that we want by Googling it. You know, check out Gemini AI. Gemini, guys, a Google search. But anyway, let's talk about it. Now, there was lots of interesting comments in the Robert White Moto comment section. And I realized there's a lot of information out there, or misinformation out there, when it comes to loud pipes. One of them is loud pipes save lives. That's always going to be a debate. Some folks still swear by that. And the other one was that loud pipes can cause hearing damage. So yeah, guys, something that I researched, as you watch my videos, any person that have watched my videos as of late will realize that I'm now wearing glasses, specs. Let's flex the muscle there, those Shark Road exhausts a little. Now, what I'm going to say is that I was prescribed some glasses probably back in about 2010 for seeing distances. I have rarely wore those glasses, and it seemed like over the years my sight started to get a little bit worse. Now, the wife and I always joke about us with our hearing and also with our sight. Yeah, you need glasses or you can't see, or, you know, we joke about it, guys, but you got to be honest with you. As we start to age, man, and we have all these different ailments and we deal with all the different stuff that we're dealing with, the last thing that you need to have is hearing aids in. So as I heard that comment, and I've heard those comments before about loud pipes, I thought to myself, man, if this is really true, half of these guys riding the Harley Davidsons and Indians with these Tab Performance, with Zombie Baffle, they should all be deaf within 5 years. What's really going on? But you know, when we're talking about hearing loss, guys, we're talking about a long-term progressive thing. Not necessarily something that you might notice right away, just like me wearing the glasses. Now, it took me going to the DMV the other day, and I started to realize it as I'm playing with the computer. I'm doing my editing. I'm reading certain little labels. I always say these people send these things to you, and the labels are so small you can't read them. Well, guys, when I purchased some reading glasses online and tried those reading glasses and realized that a lot of those labels is readable. I just can't read them. Over the years, guys, the eyesights have deteriorated. I've had my eyes checked. They never made a big deal about it, but they did say, hey, you know what, you should wear your glasses. Anyway, I'm not going to go down that route, but what I'm saying is that I realized as I was going to do my license renewal the other day, and the lady said to me, okay, go ahead and read the next line down. And I was looking at her like, what are you talking about? She said, do you wear glasses? Now, I had my glasses with me, and even though these glasses are designed for distances, I was able to put those glasses on to realize there were 2 lines under the line that I was reading. And what you're looking at now is some progressive lens that I can see down now when I look down to do some reading as I'm editing on the computer and so forth. And I can now read signs at a little further distance. I'm saying that to say, folks, sometimes we don't know how much damage we are doing to our ears and eyes until we do our research. You know, I'm watching that sign there now as I'm heading to Live Oak and realize I just passed a hearing place there that does exams and all kind of stuff. So that came at the appropriate time. But to respond to that comment, guys, about loud pipes causing ear damage, I did my research. Now, what I'm going to advise you guys to do, to look at the charts to show at what levels, what decibel levels we are doing damage to our ears. Now, I saw 65 to 70 miles an hour, guys. We are over 100 decibels to 105. That's all ear damaging range. And also, there's a whole chart there, guys. I want you to go do your own research. As I started to Google this stuff, I said, well, let me go to a YouTube channel to see if anyone out there has done videos on this. And the first video that I pulled up was a young lady named Lally. Lally has done a video where she was talking about ear damage done by pipes. She also mentioned pipe. But what I realized is the pipes are not the problem, guys. It's the wind noise. Lally has been riding motorcycles for over 2 years. She has suffered from something called tinnitus.
You ride, you might notice it at night right before you go to bed, or when you're in a quiet environment. If you have, you may be experiencing tinnitus.
I call it tinnitus. So the experts, as I did more research, call it tinnitus. But it's a loud ringing, or a ringing that exists in your ear after you've been exposed to loud noises. In some cases, concerts. And in some cases, folks that use power tools. Weed whackers was also mentioned in one article that I looked at, lawnmower noises. And it said that at 65 to 70 miles an hour, guys, we are dealing with wind noises of 100 to 105 decibels. Now, the safe range to this seemed to be in the 80s for over an 8-hour period of riding. The wind noises of approximately 85 or so is considered a safe range. But if you're riding at 70 miles an hour and above, guys, you are way exceeding decibels that's going to cause you ear damage. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys. Now, I'm doing 65 miles an hour. When I got on the highway and I cranked the motorcycle up to almost 80 miles an hour, what I started hearing is the wind noise increase, but that noise of the shark road exhaust decreased. If you ask any content creator what's their biggest struggles out there in getting good audio, first thing they're going to say is it's the wind. How to eliminate wind noise, because good audio is what you need. Now, I'm trying here to keep my voice as level as possible because I now have some headphones in. You know, I also watched Lolly do some reviews on headphones, and she was saying that she was using her headphones that she has always been using. She realized that watching the Valentino Rossi video, he was licking the earplugs and twisting them and pushing them down into his ear canal and holding them. And she was like, who the hell put earplugs in like that? She then went to do her research and realized that's the correct way to install earplugs.
Take it and roll it between your fingers, just like that. Nice and skinny. Pull the ear back, insert it down inside the ear canal, hold your finger there, wait for it to expand. Very simple. And already this one's expanding a little bit quicker than the 3M hearing protector. And again, what you don't want to do is just take it like this and try to work it down inside of your ear canal. It is not going to provide you any protection whatsoever. So if you go to a concert, if you go shoot at the range, it is not going to provide you with any hearing protection, and you're going to end up with tinnitus, and you're going to end up with hearing loss, and then you're going to need to come see me.
Now, I've watched a couple of those videos guys at the racetrack, whether they're on motorcycles, whether it's MotoGP or whether it is car racing, Formula One, and realize all of the drivers use earplugs. But what I also watched, because I started using those little foam earplugs that you can get cheap at Walmart, and I realized that pushing these earplugs in, you can push these earplugs so far down in your ears, which is the correct way to do it, that they can get stuck there over a period of time with the sweat and all kind of stuff. And I decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to switch that up a little. I found a company called Decibullz. Decibullz designed these earplugs in a way where you can heat them up in water and custom fit them to your ears. But guys, those earplugs are phenomenal. Check them out, Decibullz. Now, I first got those off of watching an MC Ryder video. He also talked about that in one of his videos. But what I'm here to tell you guys as a public safety announcement, if you're riding on these highways and byways and you're doing 65 to 70 miles an hour and above, you are doing damage to your ears. When they're talking about the decibels that are unsafe, they're talking about a motorcycle rider in a full face helmet. Whether you ride a Honda Goldwing without exhaust or regular exhaust or not, as we have that beautiful windshield there that can go up and down, the wind still comes around that windshield and it still affects your hearing. I have yet to see anyone that I ride motorcycles with using earplugs. And we know the Goldwing community folks are ground pounders. My question to you guys is, are you wearing earplugs? And I gotta tell you, when I first accelerate on this motorcycle, when I'm moving off, those pipes are loud. But those pipes are loud for a short time. And then that drone kicks in. That drone is not the issue here, folks. It's that wind noise at 70 miles an hour and above. So yeah, for those folks that talk about loud pipes save lives and loud pipes cause hearing loss and so forth, guys, I'm going to encourage you to do your research. But folks, what I'm going to say to you guys out there, man, is that if you're not protecting your ears and you're on these motorcycles, I now feel better with my Shark Road exhaust on because I am now dampening the noise. You know, I'm watching the Formula One pundits and commentators there, and I realize those guys all have these hearing devices in. When I did my research, I realized that that is not just to block certain noises out, but it's also allowed them to be able to communicate with their producers or whatever the situation is. The same with musicians. So as they're protecting their ears from the loud environment around them so they can communicate with us, you know, they're also protecting their ears with some kind of ear protection. All of the drivers, earplugs. I've been at the track as I was racing, and I noticed one young lady always putting earplugs in, and I probably thought she was being a little extra, but she knew something that we didn't. Guys, I'm learning something today that I didn't know before, and I'm sharing it with you guys out there because I am afraid that so many of you folks out there don't know. But what is as important as using the earplugs is how we use them. But as I'm listening to my music, and I said that my music now sounds clearer, even though it's a little lower, I got to be honest with you now. I always realize when I'm using pods on my phone, I always get a warning sign as I'm listening to my podcast to say, hey, turn the volume down. That's a device built in there to protect our hearing. Don't know if that's an OSHA thing or a government regulated thing. I haven't researched that part. Is that if you're not wearing ear protections, you're damaging your ears. Anyway, folks, that's my video there. So I'm going to wrap this video up. It's long enough, man. I know. I hate to make long videos, but there's so much information to be covered there.
There is absolutely no excuse for you not to be protecting your hearing. Whether you're going to a concert, a sporting event, going to the gun range, or just riding your lawnmower, you should be using hearing protection in all of those situations.
All right, folks, you know what I'm going to say, man, how I end my videos, man. Add some protection to your motorcycle. Do the advanced safety class. Practice your emergency braking and swerving. The experts claim it's the one tool we should have in our toolbox to help keep us safe out there in the street. At the end of the day, it's better that you drop your bike on the concourse or on the parking lot than to crash them out there on the streets. Rich, out on a Ruby, the 2019 Honda Goldwing. I'm in economy mode here, and I don't know why, but I'm out. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, man. Rich the return right up on the scene. New chapter unfold, the road stay clean. Me and the Goldwing, you know we a glide. Big chrome machine, good vibration inside. Every mile a journey, every sunrise a prize. So come ride with it and watch the adventure rise. Yeah, man.